Hi, I'm Brian Bullman, founder of Carolina Hemp Company. Since 2014, we set out to introduce quality hemp products to the market in Western North Carolina and beyond. In 2017, the North Carolina Hemp Pilot Program was established. At that time, we joined forces with Kingdom of the Happy Land Farms and Asheville Botanicals to create Kingdom Harvest, a whole spectrum hemp extract.
Kingdom Harvest is derived from plants that were planted in Henderson County, near Tuxedo, North Carolina, on a farm called Kingdom of the Happy Land. We planted those plants originally in May of 2017. We harvested them successfully, and after curing and bucking the flower from the stems, we then transport that from the farm to our processor in East Asheville, near Biltmore Village, where they go through a unique, unpatented extraction process that yields a high extraction rate of the phytonutrients and cannabinoids in the plant.
Whole spectrum hemp extract is the combination of multiple minimally refined extracts from the hemp plant. We blend our extracts to leverage synergies between cannabinoids and other phytonutrients to provide the greatest potential benefits the plant has to offer. Ethanol has certain properties that allow it to extract a relatively broad range of compounds. And in doing so, folks have been able to put as much of the plant that they possibly can into a readily usable form.
I'm Randall Snyder. I'm CEO and co-owner of Carolina Hemp Company. Kingdom Harvest is arguably the most natural hemp extract product you can find on the market. Our objective is really to deliver what Mother Nature curates in the compounds and chemistry and phytonutrients and whatnot and cannabinoids that mature in the plant. And then we want to capture that in its purest essence and package it in a bottle. Sublingual oil is an oil that you drop under your tongue. And the reason a sublingual oil makes a lot of sense, and this would be true of anybody's product, not just ours, is that there's a mucosal membrane in the mouth, under the tongue, where the access to the bloodstream is very thin. The skin's thin, so it's easy for the body to pick up compounds that can go through the skin. The transdermal transmission of these compounds takes place quite readily under the tongue. So ideally, a sublingual oil, if you're taking a Kingdom Harvest product, you want to hold it under your tongue for 45 seconds, 30 to 60, 45 would be ideal, so that as it sits under the tongue and the bloodstream flows by, that the cannabinoids that are in the carrier oil, the MCT coconut oil, are then picked up by the bloodstream and carried throughout the body.
I'm Cardwell. I'm one of the co-owners of Carolina Hemp Company and I live in Asheville, North Carolina. Hemp is extremely important because of the fact that it can stimulate our endocannabinoid system. And our endocannabinoid system is something that everybody has, and all mammals have an endocannabinoid system. And it was recently discovered scientifically in the 90s what this system was. And in fact, that how large the system was, it turns out it's the largest system in our bodies. And it's throughout our physiological system. It actually is the chief regulatory system of our entire bodies. And so what it's trying to do is bring everything into balance and homeostasis, and it does that. It's basically the umbrella policy for our bodies. And so when we feed this endocannabinoid system with the hemp plant and hemp extract specifically, we're feeding this system that's sole goal and purpose is to bring our bodies into balance.
Once I learned about what your endocannabinoid system is and taking cannabinoids and feeding that system, that it could help possibly save my life in the future, I had to look into that. And I started my journey like any other individual on the street, going from product to product and place to place to find something that would hopefully be of a good quality. And when I realized that it wasn't regulated, that really alerted me. Knowing that there was something that I could take that was natural, that wouldn't interact in any crazy way, that allowed me to keep my functionality and my sanity at the same time was amazing. And once you know that the Kingdom Harvest whole spectrum hemp extract in the natural form has only 3 ingredients. If you go with the peppermint flavor, it has 4 because it has a food grade peppermint added. That's a big deal because to know what's in that bottle then you know exactly what you're giving to your patients. The lab reports can back that up on every single one of them. You know you're doing the right thing.